Husseini. He is a leader in the union activists, and he will be giving a small speech. So can you please just pay attention to what he says? Thank you very much.
Greetings, sisters and brothers. I want to start out by saying that I'm very proud to be speaking to you today as a labor activist and an activist with Voters for Gaza. I'm also proud to have seen Brother Denis Lamelain from the Canadian Union of Postal Workers addressing you today. They have an excellent position and a position that we want to deliver this message to Prime Minister Harper. The message that their complicity in the war crimes and the crime of genocide that's being committed against the Palestinian people is not only shameful, it's unacceptable.
500 kids in 20 days!
Sisters and brothers,
500 kids slaughtered!
the convention, I spoke about it last week, but the Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide is very clear. But we want to remind Prime Minister Harper, we want to remind the leader of the opposition, Thomas Mulcair, as well as Justin Trudeau, the leader of the Liberal Party, what the Convention on the Prevention of Genocide is all about. In Article 2, it says that in the present convention, genocide means any of the following acts committed with intent to destroy in whole or in part a national, ethnic, racial, or religious group. And these acts are killing members of the group, as Israel is doing with impunity, causing a serious bodily or mental harm to members of the group, as Israel continues to do, while our leaders cheer them on, both in government and opposition.
Shame, shame, Harper!
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 Deliberately inflicting on the group conditions of life calculated to bring about a physical destruction, in whole, all in part. And that is exactly what's happening in Gaza.
500 kids!
And our leaders here, whether it be the Prime Minister or the opposition leaders, understand clearly what is happening. And that is why they're complicit. And in Article 3 of that particular convention, the following acts which shall be punishable by the international courts is complicity in genocide. And that is what our leaders in this country now are doing. They are arming Israel to the teeth. They are whitewashing its crimes, and they are providing it with all the justifications to continue to target women, men, and children, civilians, who are in a big concentration camp in Gaza right now. And that's why the most immediate demand that we need at this particular stage to make our political leaders understand clearly and unequivocally is that the blockade, which constitutes also a crime of genocide and a war crime, needs to be lifted now.
Shame, shame, Harper!
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 Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Harper!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine!
I want to end on the same note I spoke to and about last time. We have an obligation in this country as progressives and activists, but also as human beings who are concerned about human rights, to support the people of Gaza, to support the people of Palestine as they fight against a brutal, inhumane occupation that has lasted for decades. And one of the best ways we can contribute to the struggle to end the occupation is by supporting the boycott, divestment, and sanctions campaign. So if you're a member of a union, if you're a member of a civil society organization, if you teach or you're a student at the university, get active, get engaged, organize wherever you are, put forward resolutions to take on the complicity that our associations are engaged in.
Not only that, call Costco. Tell them we don't want products from a terrorist state like Israel. Come on!
And furthermore, it needs to be made clear that we, here in Canada or in the West, cannot be judging the people who are resisting the occupation. We cannot judge how they do it. We have an obligation to support them. And it's not up to us to tell them how to do it, when to do it, or what means to use. We need to be clear in that particular message. We need to be clear with Mr. Harper, who is complicit in the war crimes that are taking place. And we need to say it loudly that we support the people of Gaza and we support their resistance.